Welcome to the Deep Dive. We take a whole stack of sources, find the absolute gold, and give it straight to you so you're genuinely in the know.
And today, we're getting into something, well, everyone thinks about it, but maybe doesn't talk about it so much.
Exactly. How your workout routine, the one you do right at home, can actually naturally supercharge your sex drive.
Yeah, it sounds almost too simple, doesn't it?
It does, but,
Yeah.
we've all been there. Life just drains you, and intimacy, it's like the last thing on the list.
Right.
So what if that thing you do for fitness, for energy, could also, relight that spark?
It's a compelling idea, and the stats we found, well, they really back it up.
You do. Our sources show some pretty surprising numbers, like 43% of women and 31% of men face some kind of sexual dysfunction.
Wow. That's a lot higher than I think most people realize.
It is. And often, it's linked directly to things like obesity and just not being active enough.
Uh-huh.
But here's the hopeful part, the real game changer for you listening. Even small amounts of regular exercise can make a huge difference.
A drastic improvement, really.
So that's our mission today in this deep dive. We want to pull back the curtain, really look at this direct connection between exercise and libido.
And give you a practical blueprint.
Exactly. How moderate, consistent exercise boosts energy, improves sleep, and, yes, genuinely lifts your libido. Okay, let's unpack this.
What's fascinating here is realizing just how common these issues are, like you said with the stats, and yet the simple physiological fix exercise, it's often just missed.
Yeah.
This isn't just about feeling better in a vague sense. There's a real biological reason why moving your body directly impacts your sexual health. Let's really get into what's actually happening inside.
Right. It's clearly not just in our heads. There's biology at play. So let's peel back those layers. What is going on inside the body when we exercise that directly affects, well, desire?
Okay, so one of the big ones is hormones, testosterone specifically. Research shows it gets a temporary boost right after you exercise.
Temporary. How long are we talking?
It can be anywhere from, say, 15 minutes up to an hour. But crucially, testosterone isn't just for men. It's vital for libido in women, too.
That's such an important point people often forget.
Absolutely. And while that boost is temporary, consistent training, like week after week, leads to more lasting changes in how your body produces hormones overall.
Okay.
Though it's interesting, younger men often see a sort of bigger immediate spike right after a workout.
Gotcha. But it's not just hormones, is it? Exercise does wonders for blood flow.
Oh, definitely. It improves circulation everywhere, the entire body. And yes, that naturally includes, well, all those important areas for sexual function.
Better circulation means better performance,
Right.
more endurance.
Exactly. It's a direct physiological link. You really can't overstate how important that improved blood flow is.
And thinking beyond just the specific mechanics,
Yeah,
better fitness generally means more energy, right?
precisely. You just have more stamina for everything life throws at you. You're less tired, more resilient. You've got more in the tank, basically.
And then there's the mental side, the mind-body connection. That feels huge here.
It's incredibly powerful when you feel strong, you feel capable, you feel, confident in your physical self.
Yeah.
That confidence just naturally spills over into your intimate life. It's like it lowers those psychological hurdles.
Makes sense. Less self-conscious, maybe?
Exactly. Desire feels more accessible. Plus, exercise releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals, and maybe even more importantly, it lowers stress hormones like cortisol.
Cortisol.
Ugh.
The notorious libido killer.
Right. So getting that down is huge. All
Yeah.
these psychological bits play a massive role in boosting desire and arousal.
Okay, so hormones, blood flow, energy, confidence. It's a whole package.
It really is. And what's also quite striking is that even a single workout, like just one session, seems to activate the sympathetic nervous system.
The fight or flight system, how does that help?
Well, paradoxically, in this context, it seems to heighten sensory perception and physiological responsiveness. It kind of sets the stage for an immediate, almost primal boost in sexual arousal.
Wow, okay. So even just a quick workout could potentially, prime the pump for later. That's pretty practical.
It seems that way, yeah. An immediate benefit.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting for me. Thinking about things maybe we don't connect directly. Let's talk flexibility and the pelvic floor. How do they fit in?
Yeah, this is often overlooked, but so important. Flexibility, especially movements that open up the hips and improve how your pelvis can move. That directly helps sexual function and blood flow down there.
So tight hips aren't just uncomfortable, they could actually be restricting things.
They absolutely can. It limits blood flow, limits range of motion,
Sure.
things you need for, comfortable and fulfilling intimacy.
Hmm.
And think about your pelvic floor muscles. They're part of your core.
Right. Involved in stability, posture.
And crucial for sensation and response during sex. Strengthening them is key.
So we're talking about specific things like yoga poses, maybe hip circles, deep squats.
Exactly. Things like cat-cow stretches, child's pose, pigeon pose, they actively improve pelvic floor health and hip mobility. And exercises like squats and planks, they strengthen that whole core area, including the pelvic floor. It's all connected.
That really changes how you might think about your workout.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the why. It makes sense physiologically, psychologically. Now the big question, what do you do? What specific exercises at home give the best bang for your buck here?
Well, the research really points towards strength training, particularly compound movement.
What's no meaning?
Exercises that work multiple muscle groups at once. Think squats, deadlifts, even with just body weight push-ups, pull-ups, or rows if you have a band or bar.
Why those specifically?
They trigger the biggest hormonal response. Your body gets the strong signal to produce more testosterone, more growth hormone. These are key not just for muscle, but for overall vitality, including sex drive.
And the great thing is, like you said, body weight works.
Yeah.
Squats, push-ups, lunges, planks, you can do them anywhere. No gym needed.
Exactly. The key is making them challenging enough intensity and gradually doing more over time. Progressive overload. That tells your body to keep adapting.
Okay, strength training is foundational.
Yeah.
What else? You mentioned intensity.
Right. High intensity interval training. HIIT. This stuff is like rocket fuel for hormones.
Rocket fuel. Explain that.
Those short bursts of really intense effort followed by short rests, that creates a unique kind of metabolic stress. It signals your body to pump out more testosterone and growth hormone fast. It's a different kind of stimulus than steady cardio.
And it's efficient, right? Like 30 seconds of burpees, 30 seconds rest, repeat for 10, maybe 15 minutes?
Precisely. Heart rate goes way up, blood flow increases dramatically, you get that hormonal surge all in a short amount of time. Perfect for busy schedules.
Okay, but there's a flip side, right? You can overdo it.
Definitely. There's a Goldilocks zone. You need enough intensity to stimulate, but too much, especially chronic overtraining, can actually lower testosterone.
So more isn't always better.
Not always. The goal is just right. Enough stress to adapt, but enough recovery to, well, recover and benefit.
That's a really important warning. How would someone know if they're pushing too hard, getting into that overtrained state? What are the signs?
Good question. It's not just feeling tired after one workout. Look for persistent soreness that doesn't go away, feeling irritable or moody more often, trouble sleeping even though you're tired, or if your performance suddenly drops off or you just feel constantly wiped out, run down, that could be a sign you need to back off a bit or prioritize recovery more.
Got it. And what about plain old cardio? There's this persistent myth, you hear it all the time, that cardio kills testosterone. True or false?
Mostly false, thankfully. I admit I used to worry about that too. But moderate cardio actually supports hormone production and overall health.
Moderate being the key word.
Exactly. It's the excessive, extreme endurance stuff, think ultra marathon training, hours and hours every day that can potentially lower testosterone. But a brisk walk, a jog, a shorter HIIT session, that's generally beneficial.
Okay, good to debunk that one.
Yep.
So, putting it all together, what would an ideal week look like if your main goal, alongside general health, is boosting libido?
Based on the sources, a good target seems to be maybe 3 to 4 strength sessions a week. Focus on those compound lifts. Then add in 2 or 3 HIIT sessions. Remember, these can be short, just 15 minutes can be effective.
Right.
And don't forget consistent flexibility and mobility work. Those yoga poses, hip openers we talked about, weave them in regularly.
And timing. Doesn't matter when you work out. Morning versus evening.
There's some suggestion morning workouts might give a slight extra edge because testosterone is naturally higher then. But honestly, consistency is king.
So just doing it regularly is more important than the exact time.
Absolutely. Fitting it into your schedule, whenever that is, and sticking with it week after week, that's what delivers the real result.
Okay, that makes sense. You build that foundation.
Exactly. Consistency trumps just about everything else.
Now, let's shift gears a bit. Let's talk about making this actually happen in the real world and keeping it going. Because knowing is one thing, doing is another.
So true. And like we just said, consistency and patience are just paramount. You might feel more energetic pretty quickly, which is great.
Yeah, that immediate feedback helps.
It does, but those deeper, more significant libido benefits, they come from consistent training over weeks, even months. Our sources suggest giving it at least 4 to 6 weeks of sticking with it to see real systemic changes.
4 to 6 weeks. Okay, managing expectations is important.
Very. Consistency really does beat intensity over the long haul. Don't burn out trying to go too hard, too fast.
And what about that common hurdle? I'm too tired after my workout for anything else. The couch looks way more appealing than your partner sometimes.
Huh. Yeah, that's a real thing. If you're consistently wiped out, you're probably pushing too hard, especially at the start. Maybe dial back the intensity a bit, build up more gradually.
Makes sense.
Also, check your foundations. Are you eating enough? Hydrating properly? Those are crucial for energy levels.
Non-negotiable.
Right. And maybe think about timing. A moderate workout earlier in the day can boost overall vitality, but maybe avoid a really intense session right before you plan to be intimate. Blood flow might be directed elsewhere for recovery then.
Good practical tip.
Yeah.
And you mentioned eating. You really can't out-train a bad diet, can you? Especially for hormones. Why is nutrition so tightly linked?
It's literally the raw materials. Your body needs certain things to make hormones like testosterone and estrogen. Healthy fats are critical. Think avocados, nuts, olive oil, fatty fish like salmon.
Okay, fats are good.
Yes. Zinc is also vital, especially for testosterone. Oysters are famous for it, but also pumpkin seeds, lean meats, and iron, particularly for women, is key for energy, preventing fatigue. Dark leafy greens, lean meats, beans.
So without those building blocks.
Your body just struggles to produce optimal hormone levels no matter how much you exercise. You need the fuel and the stimulus.
And the unsung hero, recovery.
Sleep. Absolutely critical. Aim for 78 hours of quality sleep. That's when your body does most of its repair work and hormone regulation. Think of sleep as part of the training plan.
Definitely. Okay, so for someone listening who is maybe feeling overwhelmed, thinking, where do I even start? What's the advice?
Start tiny, like incredibly small. Do one bodyweight squat today. Go for a 5-minute walk tomorrow.
Seriously, that small?
Yes. The initial goal isn't fitness, it's building the habit. Proving to yourself you can show up consistently. Focus on how it makes you feel.
Not how you look.
Not at first. Notice the small energy boost, the slightly better mood, the improved sleep down the line. Those internal rewards reinforce the habit much more powerfully than worrying about aesthetics right away. That makes you want to do more.
I love that. Focus on feeling good. Okay, what about fitting it in? Everyone's busy. Time management is always a challenge.
Totally. Practical tips are key here. Remember, 15-20 minutes of focused effort counts. Can you wake up 20 minutes earlier? Use part of your lunch break, squeeze it in while dinner's cooking.
Integrate it somehow.
Yeah. Maybe involve your family if possible. Use those efficient compound exercises we talked about, more bang for your buck. Prep your workout clothes or space the night before. Just remove friction. Make it easy to start.
Make it easy. Good mantra. And what about working out with your partner?
Oh, that can be fantastic. It's a bonding activity, right? You're releasing endorphins together, encouraging each other.
Yeah.
Some people even find it acts as a kind of foreplay. You're both feeling energized, connected physically and emotionally. It sets a great tone.
Nice. Okay, so how do you actually track progress here? Libido isn't like measuring your waistline. It's subjective.
It is subjective, that's true, but you can track trends. Keep a simple journal. Maybe rate your energy, your mood, and yeah, your interest in intimacy on a simple 1-10 scale each day or week.
Look for patterns over time.
Exactly. Don't obsess over daily ups and downs. Look for the overall trend across several weeks. Also, note things like improved sleep quality or just feeling generally more confident. Those are all positive signs things are moving in the right direction for your intimate life, too.
That makes sense. Track the inputs and the related outputs.
Precisely. And it raises a really important question, though. When is it time to maybe look beyond exercise? When should you see a doctor?
That's a crucial point to make clear. Exercise is powerful, but it's not a magic bullet for everything.
Right. If you've been exercising consistently for, say, several months, remember that 4-6 week minimum, maybe give it longer, like 2-3 months, and you're seeing absolutely no improvement in energy or libido.
Then it's time for a check-in.
Definitely time to talk to your doctor. There could be underlying issues, maybe hormonal imbalances, thyroid problems, other things that exercise alone just can't fix.
And other symptoms too, right? Like if you're feeling severely fatigued all the time.
Absolutely. Severe fatigue, persistent depression, any kind of physical discomfort or pain during intimacy, those all warrant a medical evaluation. Exercise is foundational, but it's part of a bigger health picture.
And don't forget medications. It's worth asking about those too.
Such a good point. Some common medications, like certain blood pressure drugs or antidepressants, can unfortunately have side effects that impact sex drive. It's always worth having an open conversation with your doctor about all the potential factors.
Okay, super important caveats there. So let's boil this all down. Let's quickly recap the main takeaways from this deep dive.
Okay. First big one. Exercise directly impacts your libido. It's not just wishful thinking. It works through hormones, better blood flow, more energy, and increased confidence. The science is solid.
And second, you don't need hours. Seriously, just 15-20 minutes of focused exercise, maybe 3 to 5 times a week, can make a real noticeable difference at home.
Third, prioritize compound strength moves, squats, push-ups, that sort of thing, and sprinkle in some high-intensity intervals for the biggest hormonal boost. They're your most efficient tools.
Fourth, don't neglect flexibility and pelvic floor health. Opening up those hips, strengthening that core area, it directly supports sexual function, comfort, and sensation.
Fifth, and maybe the most important, consistency over perfection. Every single time. Doing something regularly is way better than doing a perfect workout sporadically and burning out. Just show up.
And finally, number 6, be patient. Give it time. Allow at least 4-6 weeks, maybe longer, for your body to adapt and for you to really start feeling those deeper benefits. Real change takes consistency over time.
Spot on.
We really hope this deep dive has maybe shifted your perspective a bit, shown you this powerful link between taking care of your body and enriching your intimate life.
Yeah.
And maybe challenge yourself to think about exercise differently. It's not just about how you look or even hitting a PR in the gym. It's about cultivating this deeper sense of, I don't know, vibrancy, confidence, connection within yourself.
That's a great way to put it, vibrancy.
And when you cultivate that, it just naturally flows into other areas, including the most intimate parts of your life. It enriches things in ways you might not expect.
It really does.
So if you're feeling motivated to start, we did put together a free PDF guide. It has those home workouts, the routines we talked about, laid out simply.
Make it easy to get started.
Exactly. You can grab that right from our website. The link's in the show notes.
And please, if you found this helpful, share it. Share it with a friend, a partner, anyone you think might benefit. These conversations about sexual health approached in this holistic way, they're just so important to normalize.
Absolutely. We love hearing from you too. Send us your questions, tell us your success stories if you try this stuff out, or suggest topics for future deep dives.
We read everything.
Yeah.
And until next time, just remember, your health really is your greatest asset. Take care of your body.
And it'll take care of you in ways you probably haven't even imagined yet.